That is the hardest part of that ring.
For the hardest part of the ring.
Hello and welcome to episode number 25 of Hardest Part of the Ring, the podcast where four friends get together to discuss the wonder of professional wrestling. I'm Adam, and as always, Sam is here.
Hello.
Brett is here.
Hello.
And Mr. 96% is back from holiday.
Hello. I should probably do the math to see what percentage I'm at, actually.
I did.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
it's
correct.
96.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to work out, this being episode 25. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Did you watch
Although,
WrestleMania?
obviously, shame I missed WrestleMania. Although I say shame. I mean, I missed WrestleMania.
You should have gone on holiday during the second part of WrestleMania.
yeah, definitely.
Did you listen to the podcast?
Yes. Excellent job, guys. Well done.
Now you know everything there is to know about WrestleMania.
Yeah.
No need to watch it. So we are here today, everybody, for something a little bit different, something brand new. Of course, in wrestling terms, it's a brand new year, and with it comes the first ever Hardest Part of the Ring draft.
You know, I think we're the only ones who actually treat it as a brand new year for wrestling.
Yeah.
It feels like
But
it though,
no, that's
doesn't it?
cool.
Everything builds up to Mania.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
we're going to own this shit.
Yeah,
It is a brand new year.
It's a fresh start, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to do a draft. So a bit of background. A couple of years ago, before we started doing the podcast, we set up a fantasy draft game where we each took turns to pick wrestlers. And the aim was to build the best roster possible and then to keep an eye on how our picks got on throughout the year. At the end of the year, the wrestling year, as we just said, so after WrestleMania, we gave each wrestler a score out of 10, and then we were able to find out who had the best roster and who had the bragging rights.
Who won this year, guys?
I'll get to that. Yeah, pretty obvious. I'll explain the rules in a bit, but basically, we just try and keep it simple. It's just supposed to be a bit of fun with your mates, and hopefully any listeners out there who fancy getting involved can get together with a couple of mates and do it as well, and we'll put some info online for you.
Play it long. Do not steal my picks.
Yeah. So should we get on with it?
Yeah.
Oh! Right on the apron. The spine run right down the apron. The apron doesn't give a damn. Your body does.
So this is it then, the Hardest Part of the Ring draft 2018. So first of all, I'm going to reveal the categories. We are going to start with male wrestlers, and we've split this up. So we're going to pick 5 WWE males, then 2 from NXT, 1 from 205 Live, 2 from New Japan, and then 3 from the Indies. And that basically means anywhere else in the world from any promotion that isn't WWE or NJPW. We are then going to pick female wrestlers, so 3 from WWE, 1 from NXT and 2 from the Indies, and finally tag teams, 2 from WWE, 1 from NXT and 1 from the Indies again. And in this instance that can include New Japan, so I expect the Young Bucks to be hot property. When it comes to scoring, at the end of the year, like I said, we're going to sit down and give each wrestler, including the ones you've picked for your own roster, a score out of 10. And this is based purely on personal opinion on the year that they've had. So just to give you guys an idea of the scoring from last year, we actually had 11 wrestlers who received a perfect 10. So a 10 out of 10 from all 4 of us. They were Okada, Naito, Omega, Zack Sabre Jr., The Miz, Asuka, the Usos, Aleister Black, Andrade Almas, DIY, and Pete Dunne. They all got the perfect 10.
I stand by that.
Yeah.
That's a really good perfect 10.
Great
Yeah,
selection.
good list. And then we've also got another sort of crazy addition to the rules, which you guys at home won't be able to do unless, well, you never know, you might have a little money in the bank lunchbox lying around. But we're going to do a money in the bank sort of cash in. Where Sam has the chance to steal somebody's first pick. So basically, when it gets to a round where Sam wants to pick first and he isn't selected to pick first, he can run down the ramp with his briefcase, chuck it at the ref, and
They'll look confused and think, like, what the fuck's going on?
yeah.
And then Charlotte will kick it out of my hands.
Yes.
Anyway, that will make more sense when it happens.
Can we just explain quickly? I got the money in the bank from winning a quiz. It's not like a petulant child.
Oh God, yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We should say Sam won the first ever. It was the end of year quiz at the end of last year. So if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to Sam win it.
The end of the traditional year, not the end of the new wrestling year.
Important distinction.
God.
That.
Yeah. Just to make it even more confusing. So before we start picking, we do have some very important business to attend to. Our roster names. Now, I think we've basically gone for pay-per-view puns or pay-per-view themes. So, Sam, what's your roster called this year?
So this year, the 2018 roster, GM'd by myself, will be SummerSlam.
Nice. Easy.
John?
Hottest party of the summer.
Mine will be called Clash of Champions.
That is amazing.
I like that.
Very much the third tier of pay-per-views.
Brett?
Well, I've obviously managed to fit my name with the best of all pay-per-views and get ready for
Brettlemania?
Can't believe you stole Brettlemania.
The best of all pay-per-views. I thought you were going to go take over Brett.
Yeah, I think Brett Lash.
Damn it, should have gone for Takeover.
Well, I'm going to go for the only pay-per-view name that has an ad in it, or an A and a D next to each other. It was really tough to come up with something for this. So we've got tables, laddums, and chairs.
I like it.
That's my favourite one, actually,
Yeah,
because
it's the
it's
hipster's
really
choice.
naff.
I'm
Cool.
a big fan of Clash of Champions.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Right, I think we should get picking after this.
Balor chin first into the hardest part of the ring. Uh-oh.
The order of the first round picks have been determined by the standings in last year's draft that we did privately. So the winner of our draft last year, and therefore the first to pick this year, is John.
Hey, I'm on
John
a bit of a
won
roll
the
at the
draft.
moment. I'm on a hot streak.
Yeah, you are. You're on fire.
Getting a real push from hardest part of the room.
Yeah.
Brett came second in the draft, Sam came third, and I came last, which is terrible. And, you know, if you're interested, the first year we did it a couple of years ago, Sam came first, Brett came second, I came third, and John came last. So, John from last to first.
Yeah.
What a story.
Good work.
Anyone can win.
Yeah. The other picks, so the other rounds, the orders that we are doing it in have been completely randomised, but we've made sure that they are totally fair. And I need to give a shout out to my friend Tom, who helped me crunch the numbers on this. He's big into his American sports and drafts and knew the fairest way to do it. So if it sounds a bit weird, the order that we're doing, I can assure everybody that it is fair. So this is it. Let's actually do it, shall we? Stop the talking, start the picking.
Start the drum roll.
Yeah. So first round, as we said, is WWE Men. And the first pick of the 2018 draft goes to John. Who are you going for?
Right, so the first name on the roster, someone I wasn't expecting to pick, it's Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
Lovely.
convinced Sam would go for him.
Yeah, I thought that was going to happen.
I was convinced, Sam was going to cash in just to make
Now,
sure he got him.
Adam, I'm going to have a quick word with you about this.
Yeah.
You've put Daniel Bryan into the tables, laddums, and chairs column,
Oh, oops.
and
Yeah, okay, fine.
you were so sure about being totally fair.
Yeah, okay.
What I love about the draft is the spreadsheet. Like, who right now is looking at their own spreadsheet of draft picks?
Yeah,
Right here.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's a lot of spreadsheets that go around this time of
Yeah,
year.
I got pen and paper, but
Old school.
He's such an artist. I should warn people that, you know, there's going to be a lot of typing and clicking as we review our spreadsheets and maybe, you know, watch some highlights videos on YouTube for last minute
Panic
picks, that kind of
wildly
things.
when our picks get taken.
Okay, Daniel Bryan, the first pick of the draft. Up next is Brett.
so maybe expected, maybe not expected, but I'm going for The Miz.
Oh, shit, that is not expected.
I thought that would happen.
I did not expect that. I can't believe that.
Mr. Consistent, and I think he's going to get a push this year beyond Intercontinental.
I'd have put
Okay.
so much money on you picking AJ Styles there.
Yeah. I
He had
thought you were gonna say.
such a average year for himself. Last
No,
year,
he's-
I
he's
thought
still
so.
got a high score.
Still high
I
score.
thought Battlemania was going to be the house that AJ built, but no.
Yeah.
Could it be SummerSlam? Sam?
Yeah, so SummerSlam's first pick is going to be a wrestler who previously I've maybe been a bit harsh on,
Ooh.
Adam.
Oh, no.
Because the first
Is he
pick of
doing it?
SummerSlam
Don't
is
do it.
Braun Strowman.
Yes. Best moment of our podcast ever.
let's
Crushing
Right.
Adam's dreams.
Yeah, totally.
I'm afraid the draft is cancelled, guys. We're going to have to review some indie show.
I can't wait for your first pick of Gold Dust.
He was so close as well. He was just like almost there.
I'm gutted, totally gutted. I had Braun for the last couple of years. Obviously, you know, I scouted him back in the early days of the Wyatt family before.
He's in the big time
And
now.
all that bollocks I always talk. Okay, I'm gutted, but I'm also delighted because you probably won't believe me, but AJ Styles was above Braun Strowman on my list. I had AJ first, then Braun. So AJ Styles is my first pick, and I'm very happy to have him.
There you go.
Everyone gets their first pick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, and for the second round, I get first pick. Oh, this is tough because I've got two guys who are kind of... I mean, there's 3 or 4 here, aren't there, that are kind of on a level.
Yeah.
Top quality.
It's almost as if they've got too much talent at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
So
now,
I've got
all
to
the
go.
talent.
Got to go for who I think could well get the biggest push out of all of them, apart from the obvious. I'm going to go for Samoa Joe.
Oh, I really was hoping
Solid
to pick him up.
choice.
Okay, second pick of this round is Brett.
Okay, so wow, that's thrown me totally.
Were you going to go for him?
I was, so I'm gonna go for Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah, he was next for me.
Solid decision.
Okay, and then Sam is next.
So I've gone for one which I actually think is a little bit left field here, but he's just been called up.
Oh,
I'm expecting him to have a big year, and that is Andrade Cien Almas.
good pick. He was
That is
my
quite left
other.
field.
He was my other.
He could have a Nakamura year.
He could have a Nakamura year, but he might not.
He's not going to.
He might not.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get him, but a bit later, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he was on my list. Okay, John, your last pick of the second round?
Well, it's got to be Mr. Abs himself, Finn Balor.
Of course.
Solid choice.
Okay, so the second round picks Samoa Joe, Almas, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Third round was still on WWE men, and the first pick is Sam.
Kevin Owens.
Boom. Straight in there.
Easy. I've always wanted him on my roster, and I've finally got him.
Brett, you're next.
Well, this is going very different to what I expected. I'm gonna have Nakamura.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you know what? I've just realised I didn't even have Nakamura on my list at all. That's ridiculous. And I've got 20 WWE males on my list.
I'm hoping for Shin that it's only
Yeah.
going to get better.
Yeah, okay.
I like his new heel stuff so far.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so next it is me for the third pick of round 3. Shit. Okay.
So this is where it gets dicey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh God, I hope I don't get
I
stuck
think-
with Bray
I
Wyatt.
think there's one more really strong choice left.
I think there's still a few.
I think
Yeah.
there's a couple of really strong choices.
Yeah.
I've got basically it's between two. One is a pod favourite and a fan favourite, and the other is a company favourite. And I'm going with the company favourite, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, good shout.
Nowhere on my list was old Roman.
Really? Okay, so and then John.
See, I'm going for someone I think is going to be a company man because he's got everything that Vince loves.
Oh,
It's Drew McIntyre.
Wow,
big Drew.
Wow,
So
that's a
early.
surprising selection.
that is. I think he's just so boring.
I think he's going to have a big year this year. That's why I wanted to get him early.
Interesting. Okay. The 4 wrestlers picked were Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, and Drew McIntyre. I can't believe Drew McIntyre's up there with those guys, but you know, it might be a stroke of genius. You are the current champ, so who knows?
Yeah.
Fourth round of WWE men, and starts off is Brett.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for someone who I think is probably gonna also get a push in the WWE, and that is Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have him on my list either.
No.
God, he did not even factor into my.
No. It's so funny how you sort of think you know who people are going to guess. And
Yeah.
you guys have thrown me quite a lot.
I forget that you're such a TNA file, bro.
Yeah. Okay, I'm up
that
next.
signing still doesn't quite make sense to me.
No.
I don't see why WWE brought him back. It just seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just going to be that sort of, not proper UFC thing, but that, as soon as Brock goes, the next beast.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I'm
Anyway,
surprised he's your fourth pick. Anyway, my fourth pick, it's got to be Sami Zayn.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good shout.
Standard, strong
Just before
choice.
somebody else steals him. John, you're up next.
So, I mean, it's lucky this has happened today because it's Rusev Day.
Hey!
Hey, that joke's banned, remember? John Cena made the joke and now it's banned.
That's one strike, John.
And yeah, finally, Sam.
I'm going to go with surprise of the draft last year, the Drifter, although not going with that anymore, Elias.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sam had Elias last year when he was called the Drifter, and it was an inspired pick because he was the Drifter and everyone thought he was crap. So yeah, so that was round 4, and we picked Sami Zayn, Elias, Bobby Lashley, and Rusev. Final round of WWE Men, and it's me to go first. And this is a tough one because there is one big star, but we're not really sure what his future is. This is a real tough one. I might go for a little gamble here.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Is he 7 foot tall?
No. Although he's on the
Okay.
list. He is on the list.
Okay, so you can't teach it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to go for Epico Colon.
What?
No, I'm joking. It's Dean Ambrose.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Because,
him.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be coming back fairly soon.
SummerSlam, I reckon.
Yeah, and then you've got, obviously, the Shield thing didn't really get going, so they'll probably do that again. They always give him a push. He's a great worker.
Yeah.
Not very popular among us, though.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a key point. Oh, well, I've said it now.
I mean, to be fair, like his quality at that sort of 5th level pick, I mean, that's a good shout, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you never know. He might come back repackaged, Might not be the Lunatic Fringe anymore.
He often gets gold on him as well, so
Yeah,
that pushes
exactly.
the points up.
Should get a solid score at least. Next up is John.
So I am going left field. I hope he's going to get a big push this year because he's someone I really rate, and that's Mr. Chad Gable.
No, you've
yes.
picked my 5th.
You've
Yeah,
picked,
he
you've
was on my
picked mine
list.
as well.
Oh, annoying.
I was hoping.
Nice.
I was hoping.
Sam?
Oh shit! I've been thrown now. There's a choice of 2, and one of them I dislike, and one of them I feel like maybe get a DUI at some point soon. So, do you know what? Fuck it. We're going to go with the big man himself, Jinder Mahal.
Oh
Ooh,
my god.
Do you know what? I've been warming to Ginger quite a lot recently.
Ginger.
Ginger.
I like Jinder Spice. I think he's going to do great. Oh god! I just realised how racist that sounds. That's not meant like that. It's a play on the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Quick play up your Indian roots, Sam.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, so Brett,
Ah,
final WWE male. Who's it gonna
okay.
be?
So
Come on.
can I
Bray
throw
Wyatt.
one out and you can say yes or no on our rules, and then I'll see if it's
Yeah.
a flyer.
Yes, you absolutely can have Baron Corbin.
Eric Young.
Eric Young. Well, does he doesn't wrestle regularly as a singles competitor, does he?
I think he, does, 'cause
did
I think,
in NXT.
Well, but
Yeah.
because I think the tag team is Wolf and
yeah.
Dane.
if you guys are happy with it, I'm happy with it.
I'm
Yeah.
cool with that, and then I'm happy to say that Sanity is just the other 2
Wolf
guys.
and Dane. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go for it. Eric Young.
Sweet.
Okay. So that is it. The final 5th round for the WWE males is Dean Ambrose, Jinder, Eric Young, and Chad Gable. Happy?
I'm gutted that I didn't get Gable. I really thought I had that one because I thought it was such a left field pick. I thought, no one's going to go for that.
No, I was hoping he was going to drop. I thought someone might because we're always positive on him.
Yeah, I'm happy. I got 4 out of 5 of my wrestlers.
I think mine is sort of
same
the
here,
most
actually.
commercial selection of wrestlers in terms of like if I was doing merch sales, then I'd be doing really well with Styles, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, and Dean Ambrose. But anyway, so next up is a very exciting round. It is NXT males now, and the first pick in this round is awarded to Brett. So who are you going to go for?
So I've got my first pick, and this was a tricky one, I have to say.
Sure.
But I'm sticking with Aleister Black.
Oh,
Shocker.
Everybody wanted him.
Yeah.
No, I thought Brett might get him.
Yeah, it was him or probably who's going to go second.
Yeah.
Right, you're up.
John.
Yeah, there's so much talent on NXT. It's so hard to do this. But I think they've got one guy who is proper world class.
Oh.
And that's Adam Cole, baby.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
See,
there you
that's a
go.
surprise as well.
Not an expected pick.
No, not who I was thinking when
Not
you
who
say
I
world
had you down
class.
as.
No.
I was thinking Gargano, but I just think Adam
Interesting.
Cole's a different level.
Wow, Sam.
Well, that's thrown my plans into disarray again. But that's cool. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to go with who I thought John was going to take first, and that's Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Fuck. Gutted.
So who have we got?
I've got Pete Dunne and Braun Strowman. I'm basically running out of the show.
Yeah, I honestly thought that you would go for Johnny Gargano, considering he is one of your favourite ever wrestlers, isn't he? But
He's definitely my biggest man crush I've ever had.
this is the draft.
Totally.
Yeah, and I was thinking we were going to get Pete Dunne. Damn, but I had one wrestler as my number one, that was Aleister Black, and then I had 2 wrestlers as joint second, and they were Pete Dunne and this man, a man who's going to go very, very far indeed, the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, wow.
Number 1.
Yeah,
He's on my list.
he's
shocking
getting a
choice for me,
huge push.
Yeah, no,
I was
year,
hoping I was going to get him next round.
yeah. I wouldn't have had him as first round NXT pick, but solid.
There's so much quality.
Oh,
left.
hang on a second.
Such a good one.
I've just figured out I'm going to get at least one amazing guy from NXT.
It's not hard, is it?
So
NXT.
happy.
Okay, but the great thing is the way that this round has worked is that I get the next pick anyway. So we're on to our second NXT picks. So the first ones were Velveteen Dream, Pete Dunne, Aleister Black, and Adam Cole. And now, right,
Am I going to see my guys go in these next 3?
I think I'm going to have to go for someone who is new, someone who is incredible, and someone who's going to get another big push. Oh, I think this is about everybody. I'm going for Ricochet.
Damn it!
It's a very good choice.
Massive star already, and
Yeah.
he's looked amazing on the 2 weeks that he's been in so
Yeah,
far, or
he
2 or
has.
3 weeks.
He's got so much charisma in the ring, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's
Amazing.
amazing.
I was
so nimble.
hoping he was going to drop further.
Yeah. Sam,
Well,
Johnny's
I'm
still
going-
available.
Johnny is available, but not for long because he is coming on to SummerSlam as my number 2 pick.
Incredible.
Johnny Wrestler.
I just wonder what's going to happen with him, because obviously he's got his title match against Aleister Black next week.
He's going to put on another 5-star match.
Yeah.
That should be a great match, but surely he's not winning the title on TV.
I just wonder if they'll probably hold something back on TV. Yeah, there might be somebody will interrupt it or something will happen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with him, but he is just. I would go as far as say he's the hottest thing in NXT at the moment.
No, I
look
think
at the names.
at the moment.
I know I'm looking at the names, but like you got to look at the matches he's put on in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Every takeover one is gold.
He's a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah, he is.
Every match I watch of his, there's a moment where I think he's lost. But he always gets me on that kick out. Like I always fall for it. It's just amazing that you can do that every time.
That
The thing with Johnny Gargano, sorry, Brett.
I was just going to say that spinny Hurricane Rana he did on Almas
Yeah.
during the Candice and
yeah.
Vega match. That was
They did do well
point.
considering the ref was kind of in the way when he was running up, and then yeah, it did look good.
The thing I really like about him is he's just a pure-blooded face, and he just it's such a rare thing to have the crowd so behind you as a face like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really get to talk about that takeover, obviously, so it's nice to have a couple of a little chance to say how incredible that was. One of the best matches I've ever seen. Well, one of the best stories, the whole thing. John.
So Johnny Gargano is amazing, but I think his future is strongly linked with my next pick. The most evil man in wrestling, Tommaso Ciampa.
Very nice.
They're the new Zayn and Owens.
Yeah.
The new Ant and Dec.
Oh dear. Which one's Ant? Brett, final pick.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to take one half of Mustache Mountain and take Tyler Bate.
Interesting.
Solid choice.
Yeah. Because I'd sort of say that those 7 that we picked first are sort of the real A-listers. Well, I mean, you guys might not agree with Velveteen Dream, but...
No?
No, I'd agree.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on my list, definitely. All these guys were on the list I had.
Yeah.
To pick.
Okay. That's NXT done. So that round, we had Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, Tyler Bate, and Tommaso Ciampa. So next we move on to 205 Live, and we're just going to pick one each from here because...
This 205 Live.
Exactly right. And Sam gets the first pick.
Mark Andrews. Got a good surname. Like it.
Wow.
Yeah, Sam's surname is Andrews, for anybody who didn't realise. That is interesting.
That is, because
Yeah.
that means I'm going to get someone I wasn't think I was going to
Yeah.
get.
He's not even on it every week.
Yeah. I mean, it's
you never
205 Live, isn't it?
He's a great wrestler as well. Like, I think if they give him TV time, he's going to get super over.
Remember, he's going to be doing plenty on the indies, which we watch, so...
Yeah.
That is very true.
It's not like
That
he's
is
going to
true.
just go missing when he's not on NXT.
Yeah, we're not just...
Or
basing it on
205 even,
205
sorry.
Yeah. Okay, John, you're second.
So I am picking a guy who I think could break out to 205, and that's Mustafa Ali.
Yes, he was on my list. Oh, God, this is tough.
I felt so sorry for Brett in this round.
Yeah, Brett's got last pick. So after me, I could make a big gamble, but it's kind of pointless. But then I think something's got to give. And given that he is still listed on the 205 Live roster...
Oh, Adam, this is a huge gamble.
Massive gamble.
Oh, please don't
I'm
say who
going
I think
for-
you're going to say.
Neville.
Oh.
Well, this is a
Yeah.
massive... This is a Page-esque gamble.
It is.
Ooh.
I think
That
he's
is
going
a
to
big
be
gamble.
kept on contract and not wrestling until he finally gets released.
And then you're going to see him in the Bullet Club. So maybe a very shrewd decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could
problem
be
is-
another one, yeah.
But how long is that contract?
Yeah, and he might then have to stay out of wrestling for another 2 months or something once the contract's gone.
Yeah, I don't think he's
It's a
coming
huge
back.
gamble, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that by the time the scoring comes round, he'll be doing big things, whether it be on the Indies, New Japan, whatever. And
I mean,
we'll
all of
rate
us
him highly.
can agree that we all miss Neville. We all want to see him wrestle.
Yeah.
Certainly heel Neville, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That is it for 205 Live then.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Hello.
So sorry, Brett. It's just
more or
this.
less is.
Hello. Is there no
Go on
one
then,
left to pick?
Who are you going to pick?
You can always have Alicia Fox.
You can always have the champion.
Yeah, I think there's one massive name you have to
No, but I'm not a fan of the champion.
Ooh.
It's probably going to be not a big mistake. Someone who I love, but is probably not going to get much of a push or points. But it's Akira Tozawa.
Good choice. Other than being part of Titus Worldwide.
Yeah,
Is he still part of Titus World?
I'm not sure. I think they quietly swept that one under the rug.
yeah. They're just pairing him up with Vitami at the moment because
Oh,
Japanese. You know.
Why?
WWE.
Yeah.
Hideo Itami did not get selected in 205 Live.
I forgot
I
he was
know.
there, to be honest.
Yeah, he was my fifth pick.
Also, I mean, the look in his eyes, he just wants to go back to Japan now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, just get me out of this place.
I was also thinking of going for Buddy Murphy because of his in and out of 205 at the moment, but I'm just not sure what they're going to do with him.
Yeah, he could disappear. I wouldn't be surprised if he just disappeared at some point. So 205 Live picks were Neville, Mark Andrews, Akira Tozawa, and Mustafa Ali. And now we move on to probably the highest scoring round of the last couple of years, the New Japan males. And John is a very lucky boy.
I am. There's so many to pick from here. But
Yeah.
I've got
There's
to
only
go.
two, isn't there? That can
I think
kind of be.
this guy is double perfect 10 with us as well.
He is indeed
It's
Yeah.
Kenny Omega.
Boom.
solid.
Safe, solid choice, Sam.
Well, that makes my decision very, very easy. It is going to obviously be Kazuchika Okada.
Boom. Well, I know, but this is pretty easy as well for Brett, surely.
Well, it is. It would be, but I'm going left field.
Oh,
What?
I'm going for someone who I think has been absolutely amazing this year, which we didn't have in our draft. And I'm hoping he's going to go on to be amazing next year.
I was hoping to get him, you bastard.
And I'm going for Will Ospreay.
brave and solid choice.
I think he's
I
going to
just
have a
hope he's
massive
not
year.
too injured,
Yeah.
but he's been unbelievably good.
Over the last few months, he's been, super. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that match with Marty Skrull,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
He's had
And
so
that-
many recently.
That bump he had on his
Oh,
neck,
yeah.
on his head, on the apron. Shitting hell. Such a great match. Wrestling is so good at the moment.
It is. We're not struggling for picks at all throughout.
Not
No.
for New Japan, no.
No, we're not. But this is a bit of a difficult one for me because
Yeah.
I could be great because basically Brett's got the next pick after this. He's got the first pick for the next round, so I could pick someone else and let him get his favourite.
But
Naito.
you're going heel move.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take him, mate. Sorry. Although this could open it up and I could get two. Yeah, sod it. I'm going to go for Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh,
Zack Sabre Jr. returns to Adam's roster.
Solid.
Yeah,
One of the perfect tens from last year.
yeah. He got perfect 10 last year, and I can't really see him fading away.
Wow.
So, Brett, your turn.
Yeah, so Naito.
Easy choice.
Easy.
Ah.
Well happy with how that went.
And the pick generator came up with this order, meaning I am next. So it does seem a bit weird having Brett Adam, but that's just the way it's gone. So I am now going to get another one of my huge favourites, and somebody I've had for the last 2 years. Have I? I might not be right. That might not be right. But anyway, I'm going to go for Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi returns.
Yes.
This is
Very happy.
This is throwing things slightly out of position for me.
yes.
Yeah. So this is Sam. Sam up next.
Yeah. Well, under those premises, I am not going to go with who I took last year. Instead, I am going to go with, I need to get his name right, Hiromu Takahashi, not Tanahashi.
Takahashi.
Solid pick. I love him.
He is the guy in,
Yeah, you see-
in Los Ignobles, isn't he? Not
Yes.
Ace. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
got the right one.
One day I'm going to get those guys right.
And then finally, John, to round up New Japan.
It's got to be the most terrifying man in all the world, Minoru Suzuki.
Minoru Suzuki. I
Suzuki.
didn't think he was
Nice.
going to make the draft. I'm
I was thinking
surprised.
either him or Ishii, but I thought Suzuki.
Yeah,
I'm
I had
shocked.
Ishii down. I thought Ishii was going to go.
I really thought Marty Scurll was going to find his way into New Japan.
I think
Yes.
a lot of us aren't particularly hot on Marty Scurll.
I'm not mad
I
on
am.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fan. It's just there's so much talent in New Japan.
Yeah.
Like
Now this
so much.
This is interesting because up next is the Indies, and we're going to have 3 picks each from the Indies. And we have sort of said that Indies refers to any wrestler who regularly appears on the indie scene, and that can also include current New Japan stars who do feature on the Indies regularly. So Zack Sabre Jr. would have been one, but I mean we've got to say that Marty Scurll is going to be available
Yeah,
for this
absolutely.
as well. So
Yeah.
but just to confirm the New Japan picks, we had Zack Sabre Jr., Okada, Ospreay, Omega, Ibushi, Takahashi, Naito, and Suzuki. Amazing
Cool.
talent.
What a
Amazing
roster.
talent. Yes, and on to the Indies. Now, the last couple of years, we kind of struggled with this, didn't we? Because we didn't really watch a lot of independent wrestling.
There have been some real banana skins thrown into the indies.
Yeah. So to give an example, last year when we did the draft, I was about 10 chapters in to catching up with Progress. So I picked El Ligero. Because he was featuring so heavily on Progress at that time. And I wasn't really keeping an eye on any other indie stuff, and I thought, okay, yeah, he's going to have a big year, and it turned out he's on a lot of the sort of lower down indie shows. Sam, who did you pick? You picked someone completely random.
I went for Crazy Steve. He spells it Crazy.
Crazy.
It was a Crazy decision.
It really was.
If only there was
pay
some
off.
clue in his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was based on rumours, though, wasn't it?
It was misplaced
NXT
sources.
signing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically just had... I mean, we had some good picks as well, but we had a few randoms. But nowadays, we all keep an eye on a lot more independent wrestling. Obviously, we go to Riptide shows a lot, we're watching Progress and all sorts of other things. So this could be a hotly contested round. Although, Sam, would you admit you don't watch an awful lot?
I don't watch a huge amount of British wrestling. So, yeah, might be an interesting...
Yeah. Okay, well, let's kick it off with you, Sam.
Okay, so yeah, I don't watch a huge amount of British wrestling, so it's always a bit of a difficult one. So I've gone for a little kind of known person, Travis Banks.
See, that is an interesting one, because he's been champ of Progress for the last year, and surely that's going to come to an end.
Yeah.
So you could be getting him on his downward negative spiral.
I don't know, man. He put on one of the best matches I've ever seen at Riptide.
Yeah. And he'll be at Riptide a lot, I think. Hopefully.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of him as well.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a solid pick. But this is good news, because I am second, and I get to pick Mr. Indie Wrestling, I think. King of the Indies, and probably the most perfect... No, there's no need to talk about his body. Matt Riddle.
Bro.
I love Matt Riddle so much. I really was hoping to get him. That's made me sad, Adam.
Yeah, well, console yourself with the next pick.
Well, the only way to console myself is to leap into the large, warm arms of a massive Austrian dude, Walter.
Yes. Very good. Yeah, he was probably going to be my next pick if I could. Rivaling Riddle as King of the Indies, I'd say. And finally, Brett in the first round.
So I'm going to get probably, he's I'm hoping he's going to have a comeback, but, one of my favourite wrestlers ever watching, and that's Mark Haskins.
Oh, you shit.
You guys always pick
draft
him.
does
Why don't
things.
You always pick him.
I love Haskins.
love him.
See him live. He's so good. So good.
Yeah. I hope, yeah. It'd be interesting to see what happens with him, and I hope he turns up at Riptide at some point. Surely he will. Okay, so that first round was Matt Riddle, Travis Banks, Mark Haskins, and Volta. Sam? No,
Nope.
Not Sam. Brett, you get to go straight away again for the first
me
of
again.
round 2 of the Indies. Yeah.
Awesome. So I get to basically repeat some of my picks from last year. I'm going again for Flash Morgan Webster.
Oh.
How did these guys score for you last year, dude?
Yeah, but remember in the previous two drafts, like the year after I picked people, they had good years. So these
true.
are my two that are
You
going to have their
scouted
good
Jazzy
years.
Gabbert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Flash
I
Morgan
like
Webster
Flash,
it is.
and
There's something happening with him. There's no doubt on Progress. There's something
he's had some great matches recently as well.
He's been wrestling a lot in
Yeah.
PWG as well, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
and he's a big heel at Riptide, so something a bit more interesting for him to work with there. Interesting choice, John.
Well, I'm going to sit back and bask in the glory.
Oh, you
That is
shit
Keith Lee.
again.
Solid.
Right. Okay. Good one.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you.
you never
up
know
next.
though. Keith Lee might, end up not appearing, getting signed up, and not appearing on TV for a while with NXT.
He'd be in NXT though, wouldn't he? He'd be wicked in NXT.
Oh, he would. I think he's been rumoured to be signing, but it's whether he goes straight in and.
Oh, if he goes straight into like SmackDown or something, that'd be awful.
Adam.
Yeah. Well, were you just going to point out that John's last 3 picks have been Suzuki, Walter, and Keith
I was
Lee?
going to point out that John's roster is basically the biggest, heaviest hitting roster.
Pretty
Yeah.
stiff, actually,
He's
isn't
got-
it? Yeah.
You got Champa?
Yeah.
Wow. You got some badasses. I'm gutted because I wanted Walter or Keith Lee, because just for the chops.
Oh,
the chops
I
alone.
cannot wait to see Walter down at Riptide next week.
Right, I'm going to go for... whereas, I was saying Matt Riddle is king of the Indies, I'd probably say that this guy is king of the British Indies, or at least one of the most prolific performers, and definitely a massive fan favourite. Not just because of the merch. I'm going to go for Chris Brooks.
Chris Brooks.
Nice.
I think that's a really good choice. I think he's quite a special wrestler. I think Chris Brooks.
Yeah, I think he's getting better and better as a singles
Yeah,
competitor.
which considering like
Sort of
CCK
struggled a
was so
little bit.
massive and big, to do so
Yeah,
well
yeah.
single wise is a real testament to him.
Yeah, and he's winning singles titles, and obviously he's really prominent at Riptide, and Lycos will be back, and they'll have a load of good matches.
Yeah.
So
He's actually
I think
my
he's a pretty
my
safe
pick
bet.
to win the first Riptide belt. I reckon.
Ooh,
heard it here first.
hot take.
Sam?
So my second pick, I've decided to step away from the British and go for someone who I think has actually had an amazing time since leaving WWE, and is going to do some big things. He's been doing some great stuff with Kenny Omega, and that is Cody Rhodes.
That's a really good pick.
Wow.
Going all in.
Yeah, that is a good pick.
Hey, nice.
Nice. Nice. How much are you getting for that? So far we've had Matt Riddle, Travis Banks, Mark Haskins, Walter, Chris Brooks, Cody Rhodes, Flash Morgan, Webster, and Keith Lee. And the final indie round begins with John.
So I had a lot of names left on my list now. Some really big names as well. But I've already got a lot of big wrestlers, so I'm going to go for someone a little bit smaller and someone we all rate very highly, and that's Spike Trevay.
Spike.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought he
Yeah,
might
good
show
pick.
up.
Same goes.
I'm pleased that he's made an appearance, because I'm not sure if I would have picked him next, but he was on my long list. So yeah, happy to see him there at Clash of Champions.
Where he's always wanted to be.
What a name.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's me next, is it?
Yeah. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah.
you're next.
I have a clarification question.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does Trent Seven count as indie, or is he?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, then Trent Seven is joining SummerSlam.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
You've never been a big fan of Trent Seven.
Nope.
It's
You
just,
just know that we all love
yeah,
him.
he knows he'll get good scores from us.
Yeah.
I'm playing the game.
Wise move,
Tactical.
Sam. Wise move.
And, there's no doubt in my mind that Moustache Mountain are going to do something on NXT, because they were supposed to be in the tournament. So
I'm going to be
we're
watching.
going to see him there, and we're going to see him all over the Indies.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you guys have told me a lot about him, and I want to see what I'm missing. Last year, I had Marty Skrull on my roster without having seen him, and this year it's Trent Seven.
There you go.
Fair enough.
You've basically done. You don't remember when was it Southampton signed George Ware's cousin without seeing him? Basically done the same here.
Yeah.
I think it's going to turn out a little bit than that. Brett, final pick for the Indies?
Yeah, so final pick. This is going to be left field because I don't know how much we might see of him or not for scoring, but I'm hoping he's going to get over to these shores to wrestle a bit more. I'm going for Ilya Dragunov.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I've got to write that down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to put.
At WXW. He was the champ. I'm not sure if he's since lost to Volta.
Yeah, well, no, apparently he was amazing at the 16 Carat Weekender. So
Oh, is he
Yeah.
from that German promotion? Is it Access?
Yes.
yeah, WXW. That is a promotion that I would love to watch. From listening to a few podcast reviews on the Indie Corner, that tournament sounded incredible, absolutely amazing. But yeah, who knows? Might find the time to start watching that. But I have heard great things about him, so a very good pick. Didn't Kevin Owens tweet about him when he won it?
Yes, I believe so.
I think he got the respect of Kevin Owens, so he can get my respect too. So that leaves me with the final pick of the Indies.
CM Punk. CM.
That would be such an amazing pick. Do it. Just do it. I mean, if it happens, you're
You
guaranteed
thought
to get
Neville was out of left field.
I've already got Neville, and I've got Dean Ambrose and Neville. I've got 2 gambles already.
Yeah, but CM Punk could get points just for sound bites.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Like, not
if I see-
wrestling,
yeah,
but
I just see
sound
his name
bites.
in the spreadsheet. I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you know because there's no other picks here. So this for me is between 2, and it's between Jordan Devlin,
Yeah.
who some people weren't that keen on after the UK tournament, but has been doing amazing things over in Ireland and he's back for Super Strong Style in progress. Hopefully he'll appear a little bit more and everyone rants and raves about him. And the other pick is a youngster who I've seen much more of, and I think I'm going to go for him actually because I have seen some of his matches, and he's been at Riptide, and he's one half of Eminem, and it's Maverick Mayhew.
Good choice. I've got him down as one for the next, or him and Connor Mills is like maybe in the next 2 drafts.
Yeah, and in fact, they were on my indie tag team list, but I wasn't sure. Actually, maybe I should have bloody waited. Oh no, I've got first pick for indie tag, so we'll see. So yeah, Maverick Mayhew.
Cool.
So yeah, that's it. That is the men picked. So how you feeling? Happy?
I'm incredibly happy. My
Yeah.
roster, I feel like, is actually better than what I expected or predicted.
Yeah. Who are you most delighted with?
Pete Dunne. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I really thought he'd go
bloody good
second after Aleister Black.
Yeah. I thought he was 1 or 2. And I was thinking, do I go Pete Dunne? Do I go Aleister Black?
Yeah. I mean,
Such a
I
hard
actually
choice.
had Gargano as my first pick in my draft, in my draft planning. Sorry.
Yeah.
My draft. But yeah, shocker.
But then Pete
Brett?
Dunne dropped.
Brett, who are you most happy with?
Who am I most happy with? Will Ospreay. I think.
He's
I
my
wanted
biggest
Ospreay.
disappointment
Yeah.
that I didn't get Osprey.
I thought, I wasn't sure on the general thought, but I was thinking I got to try and get him as early as possible because I just was sure someone was going to snap him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm most happy with Matt Riddle because he was the second. Because I got second pick, I was convinced that he would go first. So I'm really happy to have got him.
But
and then
you got
and then Velveteen Dream as well.
Yeah, you got Ricochet as well.
Yeah, Ricochet's really
Gutted
good.
about Ricochet. I wanted Ricochet and Ospreay in my roster.
I'm happy.
John, who are you most happy
I'm
with?
probably most happy I got Ciampa because I didn't expect it.
Yeah,
I'm
second
most I'm having a lot of second thoughts about Rusev.
round. It's too late now.
That's all right. It's
Okay,
like he's gonna
well-
get buried in a casket match.
Definitely got some buyer's remorse on that one.
Okay, well, that is all the men picked, as I said. So we're going to have a little break, see what our listeners have been saying, and then we'll get back onto the women shortly.
Has him up in the fireman's carry on the apron. Oh! And he dropped the WWE United Kingdom champion on the hardest part of the ring.
Okay, John, we asked our listeners on social media if you were doing a fancy draft from the whole world of wrestling, who would be your top 3 picks? What did people say?
Yeah, so Danny B got in touch. He said Omega because duh. Yeah, John got Omega. Rollins probably is. He is possibly the most underrated wrestler in the world, and AJ Styles because he can work with literally anyone.
I think Seth Rollins is
Yeah.
fairly highly rated. No?
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, it does feel like he gets forgotten about.
I guess
think,
he's had a bit of a reduced year since his knee injury.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, I agree with all of that,
Yeah.
Danny.
So Hill Nick Payne got in touch. He said Cody Rhodes just because he's king of the Indies at the moment.
There you go.
Yeah, see. Kevin Owens because he's Kevin Owens and is fantastic consistency.
Heel Nick Payne is just going for SummerSlam here.
Well, and so
So,
he's-
John, did you say that Kevin Owens is a fantastic consistency?
Yeah,
He has a fantastic consistency.
Have you seen that frog splash?
yeah.
Bullfrog.
Hill Nick Payne obviously has great choice because he also chose Ciampa
All right. well,
because
you
I
can't
like
get
him
everything
better
right.
than Johnny.
Come
That's a bit harsh.
Come
though,
on,
actually.
heel.
Yeah.
Come on. Clues in the name.
Come on. Yeah. Massive heel.
We also had Gihan get in touch. He went for Okada, AJ Styles, and Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Not as easy as I thought to pick just 3.
Yeah.
That's probably, if I had to list the best 3 wrestlers in the world, that'd probably be my 3.
It's a strong choice. I think I know the Gihan who put that in, and he's got good taste in wrestling, so...
I wouldn't include AJ Styles, if I'm honest.
Brett.
Calm down.
Somebody hold Brett back.
He's on tables, ladders, and chairs, so...
Yeah, that's true. He's my number 1 pick. Anyone else get in touch?
Yeah. Viking Size Gamer.
That's a good name.
He said, Kenny Omega, Pete Dunne, AJ Styles. A lot of AJ love.
A lot of people have gone for Kenny and AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair, I'd say.
Understandably. Not a lot of love for Brettlemania so far, though.
Well, Brettlemania has Bobby Lashley, so... take on that one, well.
You fucked it. You've absolutely fucked it.
Finally, we've got Carl Luckhurst get in touch. He said, Kevin Owens, his mic work and in-ring work is second to none. Oh, Trent Seven. I think massively underrated as a talent, both with comedy wrestling and actually grappling skills.
Yeah.
I will learn that
shortly.
Agreed.
Final controversial call, The Miz.
Yeah.
Not a better heel in WWE.
Not hugely controversial on this show.
No, we love The Miz.
No.
A previous perfect 10.
Favourite.
Yeah, Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much to everybody for getting in touch.
Yeah, thank you.
I thought Kevin
we are
Owens
now
was
gonna
Mr. Consistent.
Consistency.
Oh, okay.
Consistency.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted.
All right, guys.
Right, let's get back on with the draft after this.
Oh, face first into the apron of the ring. There's very little padding there. A dangerous area. It's not wrestler friendly, I can tell you.
So we've moved on to women now. We're going to pick.
That sounded weird.
We've moved on to women now. We're going to pick WWE women, 3 each, and I have the privilege of picking first, unless.
Nope. Go away. Go for it.
I thought the Money in the Bank
No.
briefcase might have been used then. Okay, you.
You're going. I wasn't expecting
Yeah,
you
he's
to pick this
going
person.
deep.
Yeah, I know. Oh God, what's he going to steal? Who knows?
I think I know who he's going to steal.
This is such a tough one. Such a tough one. The last couple of years I've had Charlotte, and she has done incredibly well. Always scores highly. Obviously Asuka, but then we've got a brand new player,
Carmella.
But I'm just going to have to go for the known quantity. Somebody who we absolutely know is going to do brilliantly, and I'm going to go for Charlotte.
A mainstay of your roster.
Yeah, 3rd year in a row for me.
Fantastic.
Is it really 3rd year in a row
next.
you picked her?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very cool. It is. That's cool. I think that's cool.
We're filling out a spreadsheet
cool.
and you're saying, that's cool.
That's cool.
Totally.
It's a low bar, guys. Go on.
Yeah. Is any of this cool? Yes.
Totally.
Yes, it is. Sam.
You made my choice very easy. It is the first, one of 2 double perfect 10s from 2016 and 2017. It's Asuka.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Solid. And I think that means
As
that Brett is up
expected,
next.
though.
Interesting choice here, Brett.
Yeah. I'm going for Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Not who I was expecting.
Doing it.
This has worked out brilliantly because it looks as if John's going to get his
I was
favourite.
going to say, it's the first year you're actually going to get her on your roster.
Well, I thought those 3 would go first. I thought Adam would pick Ronda. I thought Sam would pick Asuka. And I thought Brett would go Charlotte.
Yeah.
So that leaves the amazing Alexa Bliss. Come on over to Clash of Champions.
I like your repeating of your brand's name.
It's important. You got to really embed it.
Yeah, it's really subliminal.
Not quite. John, you now get next pick.
I'm happy about this as well because that means I get to pick Sasha Banks.
Boom. This is crazy. So Charlotte, Asuka, Ronda, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, they were my first 5 picks in order. The question is, will Brett pick number 6?
Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
No,
predictable.
That's not who I went for. Great pick, though. Great pick. Sam?
So I've gone for the Iconic duo. Or the Iconics. A controversial choice.
Yeah.
Well, how does that work?
So the way I see it is that those guys, those 2, they're never going to be apart from each other. They're always going to be basically treated as an individual entity within the lexicon of WWE. So, I feel like judge them as the Iconics, and if they split up, then that's too bad for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe what we could do is if they do split up, then you could score each of them individually, but just out of 5.
Sure.
Yeah?
That sounds fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's found a loophole. Yeah, let's think. Yeah, okay, the Iconics. Nice. And that leaves me. I think I'm going to... Oh, shit.
Not right now. Not on air.
Go for the irresistible force.
I'm going to go for Ember Moon.
Oh.
Because it looks as if they're going to push her.
I think they're going to push her.
They are probably going to push her.
Yeah. So there we go. Next pick is Brett.
Oh, okay. I got another pick.
Yeah, WWE Women.
Ah.
There's a couple of big names left, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go for Nia Jax.
It's a strong pick, actually. She's champion.
Yeah.
Okay, nice one.
Speaking
John?
of strong picks, I'm going for the most
Big yourself up, why don't you?
consistent wrestler in the female division. And someone who I scored very highly last year, Mickie James.
That's
Strong
the
pick.
most consistent wrestler in the female division when we've got Charlotte and Asuka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Charlotte
that's
Asuka only been wrestling like 3 years. Mickie James?
I think
Come
that's
on.
the head of
Okay.
Clash of Champions manager speaking.
Yeah. I think if
So
you said
Paul
the,
Heyman.
the most consistent over the last 20 years, then yeah, we'd take it.
That's harsh.
Yeah, sorry.
That's very
Sorry, we're
mean.
not ageist here. That's disgusting. Me next. And this is cool because I wasn't sure about picking Ember Moon or this other wrestler, but I'm going to go for this other wrestler, and it is going to be Ruby Riott.
It's a good choice, that. Big fan.
And I think the main reason is because I think she's showing promise, but I also think because she's sort of alternative, and they've lost Paige, and she's got the whole goth sort of alternative thing going on. I think she could work as face or heel, and I think it's I think
Let's just wait for her to get into a relationship with Alberto Del Rio before we change.
Okay, Sam, final WWE woman.
Well, that's an easy one for me. I was going to go with Carmella.
Yeah, good choice. Be interesting to see how long she keeps the title. I think she's going to keep it a bit longer than initially expected, but
I think she's good. I think she's really good. Maybe not the best in the ring, but I think she's really good on the mic.
Yeah.
And I think she makes a good heel.
yeah, good heel, good character, but yeah, not the best wrestler, as you said.
I think her feud with Nikki Bella was really underrated. I think that was really good.
I've got to say as well, I love her finisher. It looks so painful.
Yeah. Okay, good choice.
Right.
So the WWE women were Charlotte, Asuka, Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss, Ember Moon, the Iconics, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Ruby Riott, Carmella, Nia Jax, and Mickie James. And now we go on to NXT women. And Sam has the first pick.
All right, I'm really happy that I got first pick on this because it's an easy one for me.
gutted.
It's she's returning to SummerSlam. It's Kairi Sane.
Ooh.
Great pick.
I mean, great pick, great wrestler.
I knew it was going to happen. Knew it was going to
Yeah,
happen.
but she's been fairly quiet, hasn't she, since she arrived? But I'm sure something will
Yeah,
happen.
but that elbow
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
That's an 8 on its own,
Okay.
isn't it, really?
John's up next.
It's got to be Candice LeRae.
Yeah, see, I thought Sam would pick Candice.
I was going to, but I've already got Johnny Gargano. So
Oh,
I've already got
perfect. You've got to have them
beautiful
together.
half
We're
of
splitting
that.
up the perfect
think-
couple.
Well, no, I want to split them up because
So they're more
Oh, that
focused.
just
So
sounds
they can
really
feel the
seedy.
sadness you feel in your heart.
yeah, exactly. It's Ciampa and Gargano all over again.
Yeah.
You want to split them up so you can just spend solo time with Johnny.
There we go.
Yeah, we know the
Reading
real
between the
reason.
lines, Adam.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Brett, who are you going to pick?
Okay, so I'm going to go for someone who I think is going to be great, and that's Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Love
she
that
was my
hair
list,
move.
on my list.
Yeah, I think she's it's going to be really good.
She reminds me a lot of Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Hopefully it starts this year
Yeah.
and isn't like later on.
I tell you what, the Mae Young Classic really put the NXT Women's Division in a good
Yeah,
place.
there's a lot of fresh blood in there, isn't there, at the moment?
Yeah, and they're starting to bring more of them through now, which is cool. Now they've had the call-ups to the main roster. Okay, well, I was going to go for Bianca Belair, but instead I'm just going to have to go for... this is a tough one. I want to say Shayna, but I'm not sure we all rate her that highly, but I think there's probably a lot of room for improvement, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
It's a solid choice. I think she's going to do well, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be good. Yeah.
I think she pulls off being a legitimate threat in that women's division really well.
Did you see the
Yeah.
I think it's a really good choice.
like backroom locker segment in NXT last week's NXT? I thought
Yeah.
I really
thought
like
it was
that
great.
a lot.
I thought it was really good.
That was cool.
I'll tell you what, actually, what I am surprised about is I actually thought Dakota Kai might be picked.
I like
those
Dakota
four.
Kai. I think she's good.
Yeah, I had Nikki Cross and Dakota Kai as my next two. We'll have to wait
I
and
think
see.
she's in for a big push this year.
Nixon Newell back as well.
Yeah.
I think she's been at live shows.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Who's
Interesting. She's a Welsh wrestler who was on the wrestling on Brit Res and got signed by NXT. It's a lot of potential. Did a lot of stuff with Chris Brooks.
Didn't she have certain entrance music?
Oh yeah, yeah. She was the one who had "Bewitched." Sam, your favourite song of all time.
Yeah.
Some people say I look like my dad. What? Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, we're not going to sing along.
No.
This is a podcast, guys. Come on.
We're going to leave you to it. We're going to hang you out to dry there.
Okay, so the
I'm wearing my
NXT
double denim.
picks for the females were Kairi Sane, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, and Shayna Baszler. So now we move on to the indies, the female indies. We're going to have two each, and up first again is Sam.
Easy one for me, Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Didn't you have her last year?
I did indeed.
Obvious.
Just so you know, guys, the ultimate respect shown to his first pick. Sam has filled in the spreadsheet and spelt Tony with a Y.
Yeah.
Just some
It's
bloke,
alright, it's not like I'm doing a podcast whilst filling in a
some
spreadsheet.
bloke from the pub. Tony Storm. Okay, Brett.
Sold me a car.
Brett, you're up next.
I'm up next. So I'm going to go for someone who I'm going to go for Ginny.
Oh my God, that's an interesting choice. I'm delighted.
I think she's great.
Yeah, she is great.
I'm happy.
Those are
because it's
the
leaving
first
some
two
options.
picks, I think. Those are the top, those are
John?
strong. Okay, it's got to be Millie McKenzie.
Ah, yes.
Gutted.
Great pick.
Absolutely gutted. Millie McKenzie was my number one pick.
Yeah, mine too.
She
I had predicted that, yes.
did you?
Sorry, yeah.
No points for predicting who I would have picked. Devastated. I just think she is the future of all worldwide female wrestling.
Yeah.
Damn.
Lot to take in over a year.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, I'm going to go for someone who I know Brett likes, and I'm being influenced by the fact that we're all going to be going to a lot of Riptide shows. Somebody who's 17 years old as well.
Yeah. On my list.
Shakara.
Is she only 17?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
That's mental.
Unbelievable.
She's a bit older than that.
Such a good
She's
heel.
teaming up with Ginny at the moment, isn't she? Is it House of Culture? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, House
Couture,
of Couture.
is it?
She is. Yeah, it's incredible that she's 17. The stuff she does with the crowd, like the attitude she has, unbelievable. I was so shocked when I found out that she was 17. So yeah, happy with that. Round two of the indie women, and Brett kicks us off.
Okay, so I'm going to keep a wrestling couple together, and I'm going for B Priestley.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay, very nice for Will. Fine. Me next. I'm going to go for, again, it's another one who we have seen plenty of times at Riptide and will continue to do, and she's been on Progress, and the fact that she's just gone to Japan sort of means that she must be getting recognised across the world as well. So I'm going to go for Candy Floss. No reaction. No, not convinced?
No, I think it's a great choice.
Yeah. She's I think like Chikara, she's starting off, young and being really good.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think she's going to come back from Japan much better as well.
Yeah. I think that a lot of these picks have got huge potential.
Yeah.
So Sam, your pick?
So I've gone for Piper Niven.
That's what I've been saying.
Solid choice.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh God, mate! I sort of knew when I said that could be
Sam will turn it.
could be trouble. So yeah, Piper, I haven't seen much of her since the Mae Young Classic. I know she's wrestling, but I just haven't had the chance. But yeah, good.
Yeah, me
Interesting.
neither. I was impressed by what I saw though.
Yeah,
She's
definitely.
someone that you
John.
think would go into NXT just to add a bit of someone a bit different into that roster, perhaps. Anyway, my pick, I'm going for second generation and someone who I picked to win the Mae Young Classic but fell out in the first round, Tessa Blanchett.
Cool.
Tessa Blanchard.
Chard?
What's her name? Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. Cool. All right, so indie picks: Shakara, Tony Storm, Ginny, Millie McKenzie, Candy Floss, Piper Niven, Bea Priestley, and Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, good selection there. And now we move on finally to the tag team. So we're going to pick 2 from WWE, 1 from NXT, 1 from the Indies, and then we are done. First up is WWE tags, and it's me to start. Ooh, I was wondering if there was going to be the run-in. Okay, I'm safe.
Not yet.
WWE tag. I think I'm just going to go again for the known quantity rather than the couple that are there that could well get a massive push. I'm going to go for the known quantity, the perfect 10s from last year, the Usos.
Solid choice.
Very
Damn
solid
it.
choice.
John.
Should have expected it.
So I'm going to go for someone who I'm hoping is going to get pushed this year. I've had a rough year this year, but they were one of the best tag teams in the world. It's the Revival.
Yeah, they've got a...
Could be a really strong choice.
Damn it.
Sam?
The good news, Brett, you get to keep sanity together because I'm bringing in the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, good choice. They were my sort of number one with the Usos if I was going to gamble slightly. I mean, they're big, so yeah, Vince is going to push them all the way, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett?
Well, even though sanity are on the table, I'm going to go for the New Day.
Wow.
Really?
I
Yeah.
just perfectly predicted
New
who was
Day.
going to win this. Everyone's pick for this round. Yep.
Really? Oh, that's impressive.
That's right. No points for that, though, as we said before. Okay, so the Usos, Authors of Pain, the New Day, and the Revival have gone. And now, Sam, for your second WWE tag team.
Okay, well, I am going to split up the sanity then because Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf are joining Slammer Slam.
Yeah, it's amazing that you've got Killian Dane because he might even end up
Good
doing a
shout.
singles push. You know, that's cool. Good pick, Brett.
God, who does that leave us?
It gets a bit rough from now on.
I'm gonna. I don't know how long they're gonna stay together, but I'm going for the Bar.
Yeah, I mean, if they split up, then you've got 2 good wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we do. Obviously, if a tag team is to split up, then we do just rate them as 2 individual wrestlers, and like we said earlier, we sort of give them a score out of 5. I mean, did that happen last year? I'm
not sure,
I had the
but-
golden truth. Don't know what happened there.
Did it happen with DIY?
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
They
They,
got the
both
perfect 10.
Yeah.
scored.
John
Perfect
had
score.
John had DIY.
Yeah, I did.
Smug.
Don't worry,
John,
guys.
who are you going to pick now?
My next pick is going to bring me down a bit.
Okay.
This is a long shot. It's the Good Brothers.
Oh my
I
god.
knew it.
Do you know? I didn't even know who that was at first. I had to Google. I was like, the Good Brothers. I don't think I've ever seen the Good Brothers on WWE.
It sounds like a pizza
Yes,
company.
Yeah.
Gallows and
And
Anderson.
then I was like, oh, okay, it's the club.
Gallows and Anderson. Yeah. Oh god. I just think they're just fodder for the rest of the time.
I know, but there's not much else left at the moment.
No. Well, if you're going to pick brothers, I'm surprised you didn't pick current SmackDown champions, the Bludgeon
I'm
Brothers.
not a big fan of them, though.
No,
Ooh.
I don't like
Yeah.
them. And for that reason, I'm going for another gamble, guys.
Oh,
I love an Adam Gamble.
And
He's doing it.
you'll see if you allow me to do this. I think you will. Given that we've had the Iconics and Eric Young. I'm going to go for 2 people who were once part of a stable and are now all on their lonesome on Raw. I'm going to go for the Miz Taraj.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow
I
it.
would definitely allow
Of
it.
course.
I think they're
I'm
going
not
to
sure if
keep
it's a
them
great
together.
choice.
Yeah, I sort of regret it immediately. But if, I've gambled. I came last.
No, I appreciate the gamble.
I came last
Yeah.
last year. I can't do any worse than that, so I may as well gamble.
I don't know. Coming last 2 years in a row is probably worse than coming last year.
Yeah, and this is the one on the podcast as well, so I have to do it live on the pod. Come
Yeah.
last. Anyway, The thing is, you've got to remember that Heath Slater and Rhino got a push, and they've won belts, so
Yeah.
it could happen.
That's
It could
fair
happen.
point.
Okay, so we've got the Usos, Authors of Pain, the New Day, the Revival, the Miztourage, Sanity, the Bar, and the Good Brothers as our WWE tag teams. And now it is NXT tag teams, and the first pick goes to John.
I'm picking the team with the best entrance music. It's Undisputed Era.
Bang.
Easy.
Yeah, everybody wants them.
Yep.
Nice. Sam, you're next.
Yep, so I am going with the next biggest tag team on NXT, I think. The War Raiders.
Yeah, had to be.
War Raiders? The War Raiders?
War Raiders.
I thought it was Riders. Is
War
it
Machine.
Raiders?
War Machine. No, yeah, it's
I'm going with
Raiders.
War Machine.
Yeah.
They raid wars. Yeah, brilliant, solid. Brett,
So,
this is
hopefully no
shit.
injury, and I'm gonna pick them again. TM61.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a good pick. I think one of them, I can't remember which one it is amazing. Like, really good.
Hmm.
It's the blonde-haired one, I think.
They're both.
Yeah,
Shane.
I think
cool.
he's properly good.
Yeah, he is. He was the one that got injured,
Mm.
I think.
Last pick goes to me, and I mean, it was never likely that Moustache Mountain were going to still be around for this, but I really wanted them. Instead, I had Heavy Machinery last year, and they did nothing, so I'm going to take another gamble and go for Street Profits, because they seem to be getting involved in quite a lot of
Yeah.
videos and promos, and they seem to be getting a bit of a push.
Yeah, it's definitely
Haven't
better
come-
than Heavy Machinery. I
Yeah.
bloody hate Heavy Machinery.
Yeah. Okay, then we are down to the final round. It is the indie
Adam.
tag team round. I am first to pick, and I've
Adam,
got a feeling
Adam,
something might
I hate
happen.
to say this, but I am cashing in my
Yeah.
Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Oh, hold on a
You
minute.
knew it?
I know he's going for as well.
Oh, you absolute shithead! Because I've just realised you were last pick, so I'm now transferred to last. Oh, for God's sake!
That is rough, man. That's really rough.
And my team. Okay.
I'm going all in.
Oh.
It's the Young Bucks.
I'm just going to sulk here for a
no.
bit. Unbelievable. Okay, just finish this off yourselves. John,
That's my pick.
John, you're
So
next.
I'm going to go with Evil and Sonada.
Oh,
Solid.
there you go.
Yeah, Brett.
Aussie Open.
Oh, completely forgot about fucking Aussie Open. Oh, god damn it.
Do you know what? I didn't. I had 3 picks. I had CCK, Aussie Open, and Young Bucks. And obviously Chris
Yeah.
Brooks went. So I was like, damn, there's no CCK. No, I don't have enough picks.
CCK was my first pick as well. I was like, oh. But I completely forgot about Aussie Open. I would have gone Aussie Open over Evil and Sonada. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you forgot.
Oh, this is horrendous.
Adam, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I've always wanted the Young Bucks.
No, can I tell you something? My number one indie tag team pick was Aussie Open.
Really?
Yeah,
That's funny. So was mine if I didn't get the Money in the Bank cash in.
Aussie
Weird.
Open all day long. I love
Yeah.
watching them, and I actually love watching them more than watching the Young Bucks. Ah, Young Bucks was number 2.
So pleased.
CCK was number 3, but Brooks has already gone. And then I've screwed myself over because Mills and Mayhew was my number 4, but I've already picked Maverick Mayhew, so I can't go for them. And I don't have a 4th one written down because I didn't think I'd need a 5th one. I didn't think I'd need another one.
Oh, God.
So I've got to think of an indie tag team.
Wow, this is awkward.
And I can think of Big T Justice and the OJMO. Nope.
Grizzled Young Veterans?
Yeah, Grizzled Young
Oh,
Vets.
that's a good shout.
Yeah, great shout.
Yeah, I could go for...
Roppongi 3K?
I hate Roppongi 3K.
Hey, I think you've
Would
just sorted this out for
Gideon
me.
and Curtis Chapman count?
No. I think having been a complete bastard and knocked me
Whoa.
down, I think he's lifted me up again because actually Grizzled Young Veterans is a great shout.
Yeah.
Because Zach Gibson is getting a lot of attention at the moment. Yeah,
There we go.
Grizzled Young Veterans it is. That is it. So, indie tag teams, I feel good now, guys. Thanks.
See, there we go.
Grizzled Young Veterans, Young Bucks, Aussie Open, and Evil and Sonada. Oh, I'm so desperate. I'm so gutted I didn't get Aussie Open. So there we go. Rosters complete. Tables, ladders and chairs, SummerSlam, Brettlemania, Clash of Champions are all locked and loaded and ready to go. We're going to keep an eye on these wrestlers for the next year. But one thing that we haven't done, which I've just remembered, which is something we've done in the last couple of years, add a little bit of spice to things, is we need to pick our VIP. The VIP, what is the VIP, I hear you ask? The VIP is a very important person, basically. Each of us will pick one wrestler from our roster, and that wrestler will receive double points next year when it comes to scoring. So we haven't had a huge amount of time to think about it, so let's just do it quick. Sam, who are you going to go for?
I'm going for Pete Dunne.
Yeah, solid choice. Brett?
I'm going to go for Will Ospreay.
Ooh, okay. John?
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, had to be.
Easy choice.
Mine's between Styles and Riddle. I think, again, got to go safe and go for Styles.
Oh, do
AJ
you
Styles.
think WWE creative? Do you reckon that's safe?
Yeah.
This is AJ Styles we're talking
You've been a
about.
tag team with Reese Dango by the end of the month. Come on.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, quite possibly. So there we go. VIPs picked, rosters confirmed. That is the end of the hardest part of the ring draft for 2018. We'll probably catch up in 6 months or so to check in and see how everybody's getting on. But that is it. Draft done.
Hardest part of the ring, and Sami Zayn able to dodge that catastrophe.
So, who's looking forward to the end of the month when we do the greatest draft, where we add 50 people?
In the most corrupt Royal Rumble.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we go over to Saudi Arabia to do it, then I'm up for it.
No women
It's all
allowed.
the oil
either.
money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we won't be picking any female wrestlers unless they're totally covered up. Big news, everybody. Big news. Brett, do you want to tell everybody what's happened?
Well, drop me in it. We have merch.
Hey.
It's what everybody, literally everybody, has not been asking for. It's hardest part of the ring merch.
But it's the merch that they didn't know about. They weren't asking for it, but they will definitely want.
Yeah, agreed.
It looks
Nice.
fucking sweet.
Yeah, so basically we have got our first ever t-shirt. As everybody knows, Brett is good at art, and he does the artwork for the podcast and has done various other things for the pod. Stickers you might have seen around, particularly if you live in Brighton. And he's designed a t-shirt, and it is kick-ass, if you ask me. And I think the main reason behind that is because, Brett, I don't know if this was your aim, I think it probably was, but you just basically just tried to design a really cool t-shirt. It doesn't say podcast all over it. It's not trying to promote us and sell us as a podcast. It's more an effort to just create a really cool wrestling t-shirt.
Yeah, just to make cool t-shirts that we would all happily wear.
Yeah.
I think is the aim.
Yeah, we all have this t-shirt, and I think we can all confirm that it is not only a cool design, but it is seriously soft.
Yes.
It is lovely
Sensual
quality.
almost.
Nice.
I got paint all over mine decorating.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, I'm
There's-
joking.
I was going to say, there's Sam's love.
Yeah. And we've got
It's awesome. I really like it.
we've got to make sure we don't all turn up to the next Riptide wearing it, because that would be lame.
Yeah.
That
Would
be-
it?
yeah.
Would it? Or are we a stable?
Boy band. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But if you want to buy the t-shirt or just have a little look at it, you can go to hardestpartofthering.bigcartel.com. And then also, we should also mention there's a little pack on there, some stickers and badges and things like that. So go and have a look at those too. Also, Brett designed original East Worthing's finest designs to have a look at. Yeah, exciting. Go and buy our t-shirts, please. The next podcast will be a review of the greatest Royal Rumble, the crazy old event that's happening over in Saudi Arabia this Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday?
Yes.
It is this Friday.
Yeah,
it's
weird.
totally not corrupt.
Yeah, but I think it should be pretty funny. So we'll review that and get that out for you next Wednesday. In the meantime, if you want to get in touch, Brett, how can they do that?
They can email us at hardestpartofthering@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or you can find us on the social media, being Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and we are at Hardest Part Pod.
Fantastic.
Brett,
Yes.
your social media reign is becoming legendary. You're very good at that now.
Good.
It rips me apart inside to be a former.
Nice one. So that is it. That's the hardest part of the ring draft. That is our new merch announced. And until next week, that is it from us. So thank you very much for listening. It's goodbye from me. It is goodbye from Sam.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from John.
Bye.
Goodbye from Brett.
Goodbye.
And that was the hardest part of the ring.
That is the hardest part of that ring.
On the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring.
Sam, who are you going to go for?
So I've gone for someone who I haven't actually seen a lot of. Dahlia Black.
Oh,
Sam. She's like retired.
She just basically just said that she's not going to wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
Right, can you do that?
Yeah.
I've got a backup.
We'll edit that because
Cool.
that won't sound good.
Nope, I didn't realise.
That's so funny. Anyway, yeah.